Giannis responds with a nice second round and a knockout victory.
That's one thing about Giannis too. He doesn't get tired. I
Yes.
think that when you fight with that,
We are live. Very, very late.
and
Oh yeah, yeah. She's gonna put on her favorite Flavor Flav.
jumping, he's throwing spinning kicks.
I'm sorry, I
Down.
don't see it.
Because Giannis is not doing any of that.
Wow, you look like a rapper.
He's throwing the right hand. He throws outside leg kick.
But not like a great rapper 25 years ago. You're talking about like one of the garbage ones from today. To be like,
After all the shit I did today, I think I'm a little more than garbage.
no, I'm talking about the garbage rappers that you didn't get everything.
Carrying me to garbage?
No, you did that. You did that.
Well, they can't see it when
You
I
need,
sit
you
like
need a
this.
you need a grill now. You need one of those gold grills.
But I'm eating my dinner.
Pretty sure they eat with them shits on. Baby Grant is having some trouble.
That I love that technique from Grant. That front kick up the middle because he's so long. He can keep Giannis at distance. And
Oh shit!
From Giannis back sprint to the fence.
Oh, Yanez is fucking Davy Grant up. But we've seen Davy Grant come back from really, really bad circumstances. Well, how many times can you go to the well? You know?
nice right hand there by Davies.
Grant has been in Las Vegas for nearly the last month, training at Syndicate MMA up the street. John Wood in the corner tonight.
Oh, nice head kick from Grant.
John Wood is a tremendous coach. I've had an opportunity to work with him before.
And they will be in the corner a couple of fights from now for his new bride, Joanne Wood, formerly Calderwood.
Calderwood, just cut the Calder.
Calder.
Joanne Wood.
Striking numbers look like that. Yana is landing at a near 60% clip right now.
There's nothing wasted with Giannis. Davies having some success like that, right? That's a lot of wasted action trying to get to Adrian Giannis. Giannis wastes nothing.
What the fuck was that?
Good first round as promised.
Hey, Dr. Wienstein is in the building. What's goody?
My new normal? Fewer asthma.
Sorry about the late start today. We've got chaos in our lives right now.
New collar reduces EOC.
You know, we're doing our best to get things going.
It's not for such problems.
The way that we normally would have it, maybe even better.
Infection
But
have occurred. Don't stop steroids.
we've got a lot of shit going on. Everything's very chaotic right now. So
Ask your
We're also missing a very critical piece of our setup, besides just having a setup. Baby Yoda. There's no way of adding Baby Yoda. It's extreme. This is sad.
you could take a spear and direct
No.
in the face.
You know, I almost got the spear thrown today.
So many delicious snacks.
Almost. But I didn't fire it straight. I ended up firing it at an angle, and it passed the target. So had I just did it straight, follow through straight, I would have hit it. And I was like, motherfucker. Normally I'm short, but I mean I am short, but you know what I mean.
But now you're strong enough. Look at the distance on it.
Yes. Now I just need the
coordination
to hit my target. It's a big ass target too.
ESPN at 10 Eastern. Can't read too many promos. These two guys are in there.
Prelims were delayed on TV. Weird.
Impressive opening first round.
I normally help my mom decorate her tree, and we decorate her tree about a week before Christmas. Always late with mom, but that's okay. Something is up by the 24th.
Counter right from Giannis comes in quick.
I love that kick that David Grant fires up the middle. Love it. Nice combo from Davy Grant. It looks like
blow, play on.
It looks like Davy Grant is really starting to find his range against Adrian Yanez. And I'm a big Davy Grant fan too.
Right back in the face.
Remember right now.
Mm-hmm.
The protruding ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Jabs. Yanez mixes in a low kick.
They would serve him.
It's one of those dudes, like, if I saw him on the street, I'd be like, I've never seen you before. And then he takes his shirt off and be like, oh, Rick, I remember you now.
David's so hard here, but they're so fast, so quick.
Did you just kick him in the ankle just now? Oh, well, you just slung that right hand out there, Yanez. Wow.
Just throw a couple leg kicks.
Dean Thomas, what do you have?
DC, you're 100% correct. He's got to do something to get Yanez out there in position. The problem is Yanez, he moves just a little bit. He's still in position to counter because he's so good at what he's doing. His defense is so good. He actually is very reminiscent of the young George Masvidal on his come up.
That's actually a great comparison.
A lot of people say he looks like Baden Masvidal.
I thought it was a kick to the eye.
So,
I don't think that you should get a timeout if you get a toe in the eye.
Dean at first said, keep fighting.
Oh, remember the last time that happened?
Put me in the eye.
When someone got sliced?
Well, let's see. Poke him in the eye.
Dunk. Yeah.
No, that was a knuckle.
No, it looked like he just like.
It was a knuckle. It was a knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It was a knuckle.
We need another angle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, definitely by accident, but ouch.
I'd be trying to do that shit on purpose with my knuckle.
You can do it yourself.
Yeah.
Did he ever respond to your tweet?
Ready to fight?
The way Bruce said his name tonight,
He never responded.
No, it's just not.
but the way Bruce said his name tonight, I was like, oh, very nice.
Takedown attempt.
And it was definitely Herb.
As we resume action.
It's a lot of
To go for the
emphasis.
second round.
Herb Dean. It's very aggressive.
Got his hands locked now.
Right now, Davy Grant looks like he's never wanted to suck dick more in his life.
Yanez did a really good job of defending takedown, but
I mean, he drove his head into his crotch. Oh,
Glad I
God
was
damn.
looking. I don't need that image.
He was fucking dick hungry. The fuck? I guess that's why they call those guys, those wrestlers, crotch sniffers.
Davey Grant has not checked one of those outside leg kicks.
You're on a roll today, babe.
Watch the fingers. Keep them up.
The herb has spoken.
Yeah, Yanez's right hook looks nasty today. It's very, he just whips it out there.
Charge
Oh, nice and bloody.
a couple of strikes. Don is able to back off and fires a 1-2.
That is a nice 1-2 from David Grant.
Bridge of that nose starting to get awfully bloody.
Davey just needs to
Need to pass.
maybe reel it in. He's loading up. That's why he's missing. But like, look at the outside kick. Well, he just lets it fly.
Can't see.
Oh,
Ooh.
Grant
nose
is starting,
looks nice.
he's starting to leak.
Wait.
Heavy right.
And Yanez
And another exchange.
he keeps touching a snot box too. Yeah, Grant's got some great kicks today too. He's got some good combos. But Yanez fucked his nose up.
Oh,
That knee caught the target on the way in.
Mm. Oh, he's swinging.
Here as he's eating some heavy shots.
Yanez is rolling with the punches, but Davey Grant is getting really close. If I'm Davey, I'm throwing those same strikes at him, tighten it up a little bit, but I'm staying in his face.
Davy Grant thought he might have gotten
I just don't want
a fight-ending sequence.
Davey Grant, yes. He
actually didn't see that. Masvidal calling out Connor.
connects on the big.
It's fucking stupid. Who cares? Both of them are irrelevant right now.
I'll have to read up on it.
Dude's a beast, man.
Well, Grant says, "Oh, likes."
Oh, what a strong straight right from Davy Grant.
Heads to round 3.
Conor McGregor hasn't won a fight since the Nixon administration, so who gives a fuck?
It was an excellent round.
That was great.
Mhm.
That was great. Davy Grant, man, that nose. God damn.
Save using Snapshot.
What's Snapshot?
What's the commercial was about?
I tune commercials out.
Yeah.
Oh, calling them out for being a cokehead.
Silent retreat next weekend.
When he's got kicked out.
For Tate.
Pretty nice to me.
I will say my opinion is the same, just a little less forceful, I guess. The two irrelevant guys.
Fewer asthma attacks with Nucala, a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala reduces eosinophils, a key cause of severe asthma.
Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling face,
Just sound good, just
tongue,
making
or
shit
trouble
up.
breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids.
Eosinophil.
Tell your
What
doctor
the
if you have a
fuck?
parasitic infection.
You
They
know
must
that's
make
medication?
injection reactions.
What's wrong with the ones that already exist?
With Nucala.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack.
And the
But
UFC.
there's eosinophil.
To action between Adrian Yanez and the blue Davy Grant.
Oh,
White
I'm not even going to try to repeat what you say.
Of Saul Solis, who was the head of that gym in Houston, Texas. Adrian Yanez is kind of the coach. He kind of runs the practices now. He's got his training partners in his corner. It's really a different dynamic. His first fight without.
Nice leg kick.
And that,
Yes.
you know, one of the things, talk about leadership, understanding that Saul's gone. He had to step up not only as an athlete, as a coach. He said that he was starting to do some of the fighter training already,
Mm.
and now he's kind of been thrust into that role full time now.
The plan was long term for him to take
Okay,
the keys and
okay.
run with it.
You're eating dinner.
Run the gym.
Is David Grant one of the toughest guys in all of the UFC?
I should mention, I believe Saul Solis wasn't in his corner first fight. He's probably against Randy Costa.
Saul had already, I think he
They're both
passed
pretty tough because Grant,
He's got a cut on his elbow.
and wasn't
Grant's been fucking him up, and he doesn't look like he's been punched at all.
He's Mexican. What the fuck do you expect?
More, and he was starting to take control of the
Mm.
fight more full time.
Mm.
And these guys are slinging some leather, man.
Heavy exchange, another flying knee on the
Looks
way.
like Grant is gonna have some swelling soon on
He is fucking up Yanez's body.
his cheek.
Davy Grant is power.
Oh! He's in trouble. Oh, and he's digging to the body too.
And these two just dancing around the center of the octagon, exchanging shots.
Yeah.
There's not as much pop on Yanez his strikes.
To anybody's guess, Grant certainly responded. He took a big shot from Yanez there.
Well, the only thing
Boom!
that separated was that it's
He is digging the body.
I like that he doesn't just stop at 2 punches.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many people that
he's giving it as
all I do is 2 punches,
Or one.
Great with all the blood.
and there's clearly space and opportunity for more. But according to the script, I'm just supposed to do this 1 or 2 punch.
everything he does
And they
looks so
stop.
clean. So you fall in love with the technical skills, but Davy's landing, even though it may not look as
Right.
you know.
It's just lifting the ball.
The combination from Yanez.
I'm afraid to look at my food.
I know I've missed a bunch of things looking at my food.
Davy Grant's doing a really great job switching stances,
The jab,
putting that kick up the middle.
Oh man, look at another 2. 2 minutes to
The
go.
bridge of his nose is just leaking.
Mm-hmm.
As this deep in a fight since he fought on the Contender Series and several
Just punched him in the back.
impacts.
Counts.
Giving him a strike.
made just 3 jabs back to back.
This might be fighting tonight too.
He's a
Grant's
fucking
been
kid.
showing the fight-ending intentions here.
See, right when I looked under my food.
Yeah,
Like you said earlier,
he threw a nice knee.
He's getting closer. What I mean, honestly, for as good as this round started in terms of metrics, it can't possibly be that close anymore because it seems as though Yanez is pulling away, mainly behind that beautiful jab.
final minutes. Significant strikes, as you mentioned. Yeah, doubled up for Yanez.
He's just fighting behind this beautiful jab, man.
I'm not gonna front. It's hard to root for Yanez because he doesn't have any personality in his fighting.
Deflects off of his back.
He's got no personality.
They're not really landing.
So he's like unknown fighter number 34. You know what I mean?
Adrian Yanez.
By God's, Yanez sits there as the favorite, albeit less than when he started this.
That would have been perfectly.
That's a minus 900 in favor of Yanez. Still proving to be dangerous here. Yanez is just pumping out those strikes and touching Grant. Big shot. Final 10 seconds.
I'm just gonna run from him now.
Seconds.
He's just gonna run from him.
Does Adrian Yanez extend the win streak? Davey Grant giving him all he can handle down the stretch.
Now I can look down.
And
Shit.
No more stuff is happening.
Back and forth battle at bantamweight
Not allowed to
between
read it.
Adrian Yanez and Davey Grant. The official decision coming up next.
Oh, now there's some blood.
It might have been Davey Grant's club though.
You're gonna hear this stuff.
In his mouth?
Safe drivers can save using.
So-
Oh, are we on that?
So that's what.
No, no, no.
You're the person that loves blood so much and vampires and all that shit.
Tell me about it. When was silent retreat next week?
What you want to know?
Everything.
My left shoulder. Her.
How about we get back to the savings?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days, there's all the best deals. Score Wednesday online or Friday in store. This season, head to Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
So every video is like this.
So because of
He does this.
inflation, all the Black Friday deals are products that are just gonna have the price stay exactly the same.
I think I got it.
Raw emotion on the face of Adrian Yanez, and you see the memorial wristband for his coach, Saul Solis, who passed away a few months ago. And Yanez told us in anticipation of this fight, he wasn't letting himself feel the emotions. It was all about the task at hand of getting another win inside the octagon. He is certainly feeling them now as he looks down at the name, and he got all he can handle from Davey Grant. Now for the official decision, brought to you by The Matrix Resurrections, in theaters and on HBO Max December 22nd, rated R. For that official decision, here's Bruce Buck.
It is here.
Holy rounds. We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Tony Weeks scores the contest.
Split decision?
7, Grant. Junichiro Camijo scores it. 29-28, Yanez.
Wow.
Scores the contest. 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Adrian Yanez.
I have to admit, on the numbers,
Adrian,
Yanez won the fight on the numbers.
after the fight, very emotional. We know you lost your coach, also. You said you never allowed for it to settle in. It all hit you after that great performance.
Yeah, it really did. Like, kind of just like he was here for my contenders. He was here for my debut, and he was here for me in March. I thought he'd be here for me today, but you know, the Lord has other plans.
Adrian, I don't know for such a young guy how you stay so composed in the chaos. Davey was throwing everything at you. Like you were just kind of rolling and slipping. How do you stay so
It starts in my head.
in the face of that type of onslaught?
I love these things.
I'm in the cage.
I put all the food in it.
I knew I had a dangerous opponent like Dave.
Yeah, that's how we get fat now.
All the food.
No, yeah, I just knew if I get out of character, then it lights out. You know, he hit me
It's
with
also
the-
great for eating ramen.
Close, he made my ear, bubble up.
And you
and
can
everything.
fill it up with other stuff,
I'm not a wrestler, but he made my ear
like
bubble up.
dumplings and eggs.
Yeah,
But-
no, I just knew I had to stay composed because anytime you get out of character with David Grant, you get put to sleep. But I'm also kind of wary on the judges. 30-27 for David Grant. I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea what happened on that scorecard. You told us on Wednesday.
You know who?
that
You know what
this
judge?
win
His
would-
name is at the top of that
that you would
scorecard.
15 or get
David
you a
Grant.
top 10. Is that what you expect to see the next time you step in the octagon? You are now 4-0 inside the UFC.
Yeah, 4-0 inside the UFC. Yeah, I would really like either a top 15 or someone close to it.
Adrian, congratulations on a massive victory and get that cauliflower ear drained, man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Adrian Yanez.
Well, he's got the battle scars after that 3-round matchup with Davey.
Mm.
What a fight it was.
This isn't the official
Casey
spot where we will be streaming.
Touch that ear.
We're just not ready yet.
Right. His left ear
The
is
next stream. It'll be in our
Cauliflower ear. His cauliflower
final
ear is sick.
space.
As a wrestler, look at that.
The way I'll put it.
That's a badge of honor.
Final space.
Adrian Yanez is look like it's about to explode. They got to take him in the back. They got to drain it.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
look
his
at that.
ear.
Fitzy.
Oh, that's terrible, babe. You're missing it.
A little bit.
Here we get
There it is.
No, it looks like it's getting worse.
How about that? Aljamain Sterling, the UFC Bantamweight champion,
Like, I feel like if I keep staring at it, it's gonna explode on camera.
on his way up.
But
No,
Fitz,
it's not.
the opposite direction.
It's an awkward scorecard.
Here's the stuff that we're talking
You
about.
probably might have seen it like in the light, a different angle.
This sneak peek is brought to you by The Matrix Resurrections in theaters and on HBO.
You're gonna have to have that drained.
Rated R. Take a look.
Remember, we've seen one guy get his ear torn off his head after getting hit.
Oh, I'll answer your question.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Hold on. The Matrix.
Crazy. We don't use that word in here. Matrix Resurrections. Rated R.
Yeah.
Here's what's ahead
Really?
on UFC Fight Pass tomorrow. UFC 54.
It's not permanent, it's temporary.
While the
And the window's that way.
Ultimate Warrior Challenge.
But the shades are closed.
18 coming up on
Don't
Thanksgiving
worry.
weekend. And don't miss. Misha takes
Next one.
2.0 on her journey back to the
You'll see.
octagon, which
Awesomeness.
is captured later this evening.
But for now, enjoy the
UFC
beautiful ceiling. Oh my gosh.
is brought to you by
Enjoy the beautiful ceiling.
the official protein center of UFC. More bantamweight action is on deck. And for more, here's Heidi Angel.
Thank you, Brendan. It's take two for Rani Yahya, who was supposed to face Kyung Kong back in July of this year, and he wants to finish what he had started. The
He's still fighting. His hair is not.
using 12 different techniques. You might think the Brazilian
His hair tapped out already.
submission. Well, he said
39
to
fights.
put my hands on him. It will surprise him with my striking and newfound patience to wait for the opening and
This will be 39.
Now, 34-year-old Mr.
27 centimeters.
Ho Kong says, "Bring it." He has won 9 of his last 12 fights and looks to take.
Yo, that is the most nigga-looking Korean I've ever seen in my life.
Look to notch his 13th finish and another big UFC victory. Brendan, back to you.
Thanks very much, Heidi. Fight fans, for today only, UFC fans can play for
He's for the hood.
UFC Fight Night big pool on
Damn, son.
$1,000 in prizes. Answer a series of questions on the main event fight between Kevin Vieira and Misha Tate. Get enough correct. Take home your share.
Should we stock up?
All $5,000.
Get some boxes of this shit.
Bantamweight division is currently a good one, both for its
Training
prospects and
today.
Community aids.
that are up next.
No, but some of these smell. Some of these taste like shit, though. I don't remember which one it was.
I don't want to fucking cover that shit.
I think it was the focusing that I had.
Yeah, that probably does.
It was garbage. I had to dump it. I couldn't drink the whole thing.
In the talent-rich,
So I would rather buy just one of these and try it.
The immunity and the fit are those are the ones that interest me the most.
Yeah.
Tonight,
But I think it was the blue one that was
take a big leap in their quest
like,
for
it
gold.
was so upsetting how much.
In 3 straight
Like,
with victories over
60%.
Teruto Ishihara,
Still hard.
and Liu Binyuan.
South Korea's Kong has proved he's ready for the bantamweight elite, and he'll get his wish in the form of Brazil's Yaya, a ground fighting wizard who showed off his prowess once more in March with a submission of fellow jiu-jitsu black belt Ray Rodriguez. Coming up next, Ronnie Yaya squares off against Mr.
Look at that name.
Kyung Ho Kong.
Okay, now he looks like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
He looks like
Challenge for new home.
Shang Tsung. Oh shit! Turn down the TV show so I can be nosy and I can hear you. Oh my god!
It might be a little too much.
Really?
Ballpark when group 2 is going to get boarded.
In 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and home when you want your lives.
This will be good enough.
Is that better, blind bat?
Make your holiday dreams come true at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
Dear MS, from day one, you've tried to define me.
But I never invited you in. It's my life.
And this is my journey. I found a way to do things differently with Ocrevus, an infusion treatment that's 2 times a year.
For adults with relapsing or
I'm trying to figure out.
multiple sclerosis, Ocrevus is proven to be reducing relapse.
30 pounds. Fucking.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't take Ocrevus if you've had a life-threatening allergic reaction to it or have hepatitis B. Tell your doctor about vaccinations or if you've had Hep B, as it could come back. A common side effect of Ocrevus is infusion reactions, and some may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections, which can be serious and may decrease certain types of immunoglobulins. While PML was not reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist.
Sorry, MS.
You don't get to control
Every part of me. MS can't own us.
Ask your doctor about 2 times a year Ocrevus.
Butter pecan, buttercream, butternut squash, butter garlic. Butternut come in here with that noise. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger. Baseball, butter, 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 butter.
Okay.
I see some small turkey wings out there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Plain turkey wings or something with sauce. You know, some barbecue turkey wings, teriyaki.
New Yorkers know a good
Give me
deal.
some options.
So let me tell you about Grubhub Plus. Unlimited free delivery, 10% cash back on pickup, and money saving reward. Sign up for Grubhub Plus and get the best deal in town on food delivery.
This is called momentum. There's no off season. It's work that builds on itself over,
Okay.
over, and over again. Because the only way is through.
We'll let you know.
incredible NFL field. 600 touchdown passes for Tottenham.
Excuse me. You're welcome.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. Here's your tail of the tape for another bantamweight matchup. Ronnie Yaya. We highlight the age. He is the oldest fighter on the card at 37 years old, 3 years older than the South Korean Kyung Ho Kong. Kong with a sizable edge in height, standing 3 inches taller at 5'9".
Looks like he definitely should be acting.
6-inch edge in reach. Back inside the octagon, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 17 wins, 8 losses, 1 no
Someone says you look like a bear.
5
Cool.
9 inches tall, weighing in
So cool.
6 pounds. Fighting
Some good scruff.
Korea, Young Ho, Mr. Perfect. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding professional record, 27 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 6
Gotten
inches
at
tall.
least one of everything. Goodness.
At 135 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Brazilian Brazil, Ronnie
It's kind of fucked up. Even though I don't know how exactly I would do that. I don't have the strength to hold his feet and do that. That'd be really awkward. Probably painful for him.
You're strong, not that strong.
Not that strong. Especially not right now.
Sold Yaya's minus 105 in the black. Right to work. Join the fastest growing community of UFC fans following UFC on Twitch. Interact with your favorite fighters as they break down past fights, preview upcoming matchups, host live watch-alongs during UFC pay-per-views, and of course, game. Follow the UFC on Twitch. Fight me. Dangerous when you have Yaya on the other side to lock it up.
And that's
Pot is flying me.
You can't do with specialists like Ronnie Yaya. You take those risks, and if he gets you to the ground, you're immediately playing with danger.
Ronnie Yaya has 6 finishes as a UFC bantamweight. If he notches another one to get 7, he joins Uriah Faber, the only 2 with more finishes. Chito Vera, TJ Dillashaw, good company.
Right here, you see Yaya switch, walk his hips back to the front to get to the double leg. He's got his hands locked. Now he's going to start to try to scoot Kong away from the side of the octagon. Right here. Now,
Oh, jeez.
Do the work. He will not have to use his arms anymore to control the bottom half of Kong. It's a beautiful position that we saw Habib Nurmagomedov use all the time. Now you're going to look for Ronnie Yaya to try to get his back off the side of the fence. You take his back here.
Pretty good scrum. Did I get missing there? Nope, nope, nope. Not working. Not working. Nope.
First,
good job.
We were in Busan, South Korea, December of 2019, so almost 2 years on the shelf. Dealing with some injuries. Also got married in his time away.
There are some ways to get your opponent back to the mat. Like that is difficult unless you're going to roll leg lock.
I don't know that only Ronnie Yaya would do, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I watched Herbert Burns take somebody.
If a fighter stays disciplined
I think that is the most effective way.
against Yaya, if you just stay disciplined in your stand up,
Mm-hmm.
you can beat him. He's very beatable. There's a reason why he has 10 losses on his record.
Mm-hmm.
Kong caught the target several times.
Got there by Yaya. Oh.
And he's there to be hit too.
Mm-hmm.
He is tearing up.
Right, the difference in the striking ability of.
He's tearing up that inside leg.
Even though Yaya lands, he doesn't seem as comfortable out there. And
Okay. I haven't scheduled it yet. I only scheduled my flu shot for shit. I don't remember when I scheduled it. I have to check my email. But I did schedule that. So right after the flu shot, I'll go do the one that you dip on back.
Nice 1-2 from Kong.
That was fast.
Kong really puts the pressure on. This will not make it to round 2. Right? He sat him down with a punch.
Yep. Make him stand up.
Oh, he almost got him in the balls.
This
Just let him stand. Oh.
Is allowing Yaya to recover.
Now he lets him up.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see.
Now Kong is just
That sucks. I hope that doesn't happen here.
connecting with that chin with regularity. We'll see if we can put away.
I'm just glad that I can be home.
Yeah, still hurt. Look at him on his heels. Very flat-footed.
Oh, that was a great uppercut.
Direction.
Stop. Good. Good. Look, he goes up. Are you good, Robert?
Glancing low blow. Not enough to halt the action completely. 30 seconds to go in the first round. Early control time for Yaya, but a lot of power shots landed for Kong, and he's able to play defense on that takedown attack.
Well, you see Yaya get to the single, try to pull guard. Now he's got a half. Right here, he's got an underhook. He's going to play half guard here. He's got Kong's knee turned out. That's what he's going to use to try to roll himself across his back if there was more time.
And this is where they will end round number 1. Round 2 coming up.
Where are you, Hello Kitty?
Your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march your way.
I think we're allowed to do. Okay.
Here, but all the cute little animals.
Your username was a little familiar. I was about to text a friend of mine and ask if she was in the stream, but then I was like, but she doesn't know the link to the stream, so I was confused for a second. But hello from the States.
Black Friday deals for days.
Um,
$30 Lego sets and get other huge deals.
but yes, it would be good if they send the vaccines to places that really, really
Friday deals for days.
have trouble getting access to.
Introducing new targeted.
Oh, I have a friend who uses Hello Kitty sometimes. I haven't seen her in a while. I will now reach out to her.
And handle client at the same time.
Now that I see that. Because I really should. And I haven't said hello to her in a really long time.
Right here,
How are you, Hello Kitty?
This was the jab.
How was it around you?
Right on the temple of Yaya. That's why Ronnie was stagnant.
And are you watching the fights? Are you a UFC fan?
After getting hit with such an effective shot.
Underway, and another power right from Kong lands.
To me,
break.
It's unbelievable that Yaya knocked Khan back with that off that leg kick the first time. The Khan goes right back to the same exact technique and gets taken down. I can't believe that he would recognize that. They kind of put something in front of that outside leg kick.
41st fighter in UFC history to notch 40 or more takedowns with that one from Yaya. He's got 2 in this fight so far. And then Yaya's going to be if you're Kyung Ho Kong.
Nope.
Babe, you're about to miss a real naked choke.
I heard naked.
Yep. And choking.
Naked?
And choking?
Does it?
Is it?
Leave that alone. Well, Hello Kitty's back. What's up, Staditionalist? It's good to see you again. Oh yeah, Staditionalist doesn't fuck with he uses the word sports ball, which means that he's not a sports fan.
He really caught me off guard because I have a bud, my PA bud, who uses a similar username. I was like, she doesn't know about my UFC stuff. She's here. My brain is a little foggy this evening. I'm glad you came to say hi, though.
Yaya's next submission would put him alone at the top in the bantamweight division. Right now he's tied with Uriah Faber, 6 submissions each. Yaya's in the driver's seat with 3 minutes to go in round 2.
You moving far away?
A terrible start to the fight. Yaya.
How long is your move?
Now he's got
Moving sucks. Prepping for the move sucks. The move itself sucks. Unpacking afterward sucks a little less. So sucks.
Tickets are on sale now for
I hope it goes smoothly for you.
In California, watch the heavyweight title unification bout as Francis Ngannou faces Cyril Gane, plus the trilogy between Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueiredo. UFC 270 from Honda Center, Saturday, January 22nd. Go to Ticketmaster.com. Tickets.
Tom was doing a really good job of hand fighting. He's got a
Really calm shit up. Could have lost.
To hide it behind his head.
Okay. Yes.
This is
Yeah.
as good as you can do if you're Keanu Kong.
Last time he lost by submission was before he was in the UFC.
We're definitely not cold anymore.
2011.
Not at all.
So it's not easy.
We're so like we don't even have the heat on. It's so warm in here.
Submission or not,
So happy.
controlling the second round.
And it's windy as fuck outside.
Seemingly has
You can't tell up here.
And Yaya could do this all.
This second round is terrible.
Such a great grappler. He's so comfortable here.
This has been a really shitty second round.
Kenho Kama is shaking off these shots just fine, but as long as Yaya stays busy, it's going to stay on the ground.
Yeah, you cannot take somebody off your opponent's back. You know, so as long as he's got back control, I can't see how they would change his position. Such an advantage position.
Oh yeah.
He worked to get there.
Yes, traditionalists. I got people celebrating on my Twitter feed. They're celebrating somebody getting away with double murder. They're like really excited by it, and they're trying to convince me that that reality isn't real.
It doesn't allow for him to get
So you know,
and then clear the
it's just another day in social media land.
every time he goes in that direction, he just lifts his right leg to put it back in the opposite side.
Dean, your thoughts?
Yeah, not only is the body triangle also keeping Khan in position, but every time he tries to put his back on the floor, which is ultimately what Khan wants to do, put his back on the floor, Yaya puts his left hand underneath the armpit and keeps him closed in and doesn't allow him to put his back on the floor. He's never going to get out of the
I don't think Yaya. I think Yaya is just fighting for his show and win.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all he's doing.
Yeah.
He's not fighting to win. He's not fighting to like really. He's not fighting the way that a champion would fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's like, listen, I found a way to win on points,
Mm-hmm.
and if I can lock in, you know, some sort of submission, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's the way he looks to me.
Imagine a checking account that's as on the go as you are, with no minimum balance requirements, no payments fees, and no ATM fees at 30,000 locations nationwide. A free checking account with Backpage Federal Credit Union lets you spend more time doing what you love most. Send and receive money with Zelle, securely deposit checks, and pay your bills all from your phone. Banking that's there for you. Anytime, anywhere. Open a Backpage free checking account today.
Okay.
Pumpkin is here with your holiday helpers, peppermint mocha and toasted.
All right.
A touch of delicious holiday magic.
I told you we're going backwards. The Klan did that 100 years ago. I mean, they did that less than 100 years ago, applying that. I mean, if you look at, I think the guys that were charged in the murder of Emmett Till, they were found not guilty too.
Polaris on Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. Well, you would think entering the third round should be clear. Jung Ho Kong's got to want to keep it standing. Yaya wants
Please
to
keep
get
it standing.
Just some of the fights have been boring. You know, the ones I was able to see before the main card.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were kind of boring. Oh, Yaya's in trouble. Oh, he caught him. It's all. Yeah, he got him.
Stand up.
Did he just give him a head and arm? Did he just give it to him? And then use it to get top position? What is wrong with Khan? That was dumb. And now he's like trying to get a guillotine out of this. And you had him stumbling around, about to get knocked out.
6 minutes of ground control time for Ronnie Yaya through the first two.
And look at him starting to take the back.
And he's got the right arm tied up as well.
He's trying to.
It's not even attempting to stand up.
He's got to try to step over. Oh, he keeps the arm.
You're trying to do like some weird crucifix shit. And then he gets him, and he's on the prop. Oh, if he wanted that head and arm choke, he could have had it. And now the fight's basically over.
They're just gonna be laying on the floor for 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
He's in the
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Has Kong exactly where he wants after being hurt again with the right hand.
No, we're not we're changing for the worse in our society. Because one of the things that people don't really understand, traditionalists, is that whenever you have a legal decision, it creates laws called case law here in the United States. And basically what you can do is you can antagonize people, you can create a dangerous situation, and then when people respond to the dangerous situation that you created, you can then kill them and get away with it. At least in the state of Wisconsin. That wouldn't fly in New York though. You can't be in illegal possession of a weapon and then claim self-defense. Nah, nigga, you going to jail. But the thing is, you know, in the state of Wisconsin, black men age 17 in the same circumstances, they're found guilty very, very quickly. Yo, the worst damage he's doing to Kong is scratching the side of his head with his glove, the edge of his glove.
Now it's much more difficult because
Kong has a lot of fucking work to do.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do on the ground as far as like getting some sort of skill.
Yeah.
Because he's flat on his back, and for the next 95 seconds, he's gonna stay there.
Yeah.
He's not winning every single one of his fights, but he's got 27 wins.
And he's exhausted.
In his last 4.
He doesn't look tired. He just looks like he's lacking the skill necessary.
I mean, there was
to get his back
he
off the
just
ground.
laid there for a few seconds.
Yeah, because there's really nothing he could do. He's flat on his back. I mean, I would make the obvious joke, but it's obvious. It's too obvious. Those are some of the weakest punches I've ever seen from a man in my life.
But instead, Ronnie took the guillotine, not to submit him, but in order to change position. And since he changed that position, we've just been here the rest of the round.
And I really wish the referee would do his job and stand them up.
Even though
he's not advancing.
Lucas
Kong's got a body lock from the bottom. Yaya is not going for a submission at all. This has not really been an entertaining card, really. Really has not.
Just can't get there. He has just been stuck. Every time has got.
And this is it's fucking boring.
Control time, and this is the 8th time in his WEC and UFC appearances that he's notched at least 3 takedowns. They were in rounds 2 and 3.
And you just look, the referee's got to do his goddamn job. Stand them up. Nobody wants to watch that.
Inside the octagon, the official decision is coming.
I really would not be celebrating that hard if I fought like that.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check.
Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start. We're not going to point out our.
That's one of the things that's so disappointing about watching some older elite athletes is that when they get to that stage of their career, they find like the little cheap life hacks to just win the game or to not lose the game.
Some carriers give you so little.
And it's fucking boring. It's boring to watch.
This Black Friday, get the amazing iPhone 13 Pro when you trade in your older damaged phone. You break it, we upgrade it. You mistletoe it, champagne snow it, angels snow it. We upgrade it whether you're a current customer or a new one. Get iPhone 13 Pro on us and up to $800 to cost to switch. Because everyone deserves better.
After tonight's main event, don't miss a recap of all the action on the UFC Fight Night post show on ESPN Plus. Rashad Evans, Alan Joban, and Angela Hill are with Karen Bryant to break it all down. Plus, Heidi Androl provides exclusive winner interviews. The post show follows us right here on ESPN Plus. We go the distance at bantamweight, and with the official decision, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision.
Ronnie Yaya, they know exactly what you're gonna do, but they can't stop it, and you continue to find success with your game plan. How has this worked for so long?
Yeah, man, it's been work every day. I look to evolve. I look to get better as a human being, as a fighter, improve techniques, learn new things. Tonight, I know that Hokan was expecting what I was gonna do. He gave me a hard time at the beginning, landed some very good shots. I really felt, but I'm happy that I was able to absorb. Nice that you're here because one of my teammates told me something that inspired me today. Because many times I was coming here, I was winning the 2 rounds and giving the 3rd round away. And he said, in wrestling, whoever wins the first round got better technique. Whoever wins the second got better card, and whoever wins the third has more heart. So that was my inspiration tonight. I'm glad for you to be the first person that I'm telling that.
You absolutely showed tremendous heart in that 3rd round to get the job done. Now let's take a look at some of your work here. It was the takedowns again and the top control. You had over 10 minutes of top control. As I said, they know what's coming. But did you know you would have to take count down as many times in order to win this fight?
Yeah, when I was on top, I said, you know what? I always look for the finish way too much. I don't want to spend my energy. I want to keep the good position, breathe, relax, make sure that I'm going to maintain the good position and do whatever I need to win. And that was the thing tonight. I'm happy. And I kind of feel that was my obligation to do tonight because I have been training for that. So
Did I go for the finish?
such a long
No, that was obvious.
It sounded like that's literally what he said. He wasn't going for the finish.
No, he wasn't. But that's what he wasn't.
Another win for the
I understand how that's your game plan.
He's at least he's honest about his pussy way of fighting. Yeah, he's very honest. I really do want to see him like not in the cage anymore. I know that he's still going to keep doing it because that's how he pays his bills.
I'm so confused.
Only are coming your way for the remainder of the
This is an MMA fight. I have the advantage over you, but I'm not going to look for the finish.
Nope.
What's the fucking point?
Nope.
It would have been easy for him. As soon as he got on the ground.
I hope Dana White was listening. I really hope Dana White was listening.
Super fucking easy.
Please.
It should have been done. Actually, should have been done in round 1 if Kong, had more of that killer instinct.
Jillian Robertson and Roxanne Modafferi earning a top 10 ranking in the process. Tonight, Santos makes her push to get into the title picture when she battles Scotland's Joanne Wood. A tenured member of the flyweight elite, Wood is determined to get a shot at a championship belt in 2022. And she can kickstart that quest with a big win to close out the year. Coming up next, Joanne JoJo Wood meets Tyler Santos.
It's the holiday season and all filled the town, except for Scrooge with his perma-frown. The gift of a Peloton bike did touch his soul. Riding fast, throwing proud, getting hella swole. Was Scrooge a new man? Oh, without doubt. And your workout's a joy. It's a joy to work out.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy.
I really hope that Dana White was paying attention to his comments so that he can terminate his contract. Because you can't have your contract terminated after a win.
Insurance here, but all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Someone's got to break the new submittance. She's a diva.
When you win the type of fight that she has, you get a lot of.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy.
JK.
That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers you.
Commercial one more time.
$1,000 if you're ever in a car accident with you. This mini major rent's gonna march your way right.
I'm sorry, can we stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
It's over.
Someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
Duncan is here with your holiday helpers.
Like, we have 5 more commercials to show you.
Lattes, a touch of
That's gracious.
to help you seize the season. Sit through the holidays with signature lattes at Duncan. America runs on Duncan.
I'm gonna get you your points.
Benefits from Central, designed to help you remember why you came downstairs.
Okay.
Be the best treat you can be.
Cool.
And handle client calls and school calls at the same time. Whatever life brings. Now there's a Central.
Oh, did they make the decision on
I haven't heard anything, so
it's a wrap?
to me, it's not happening because
Okay. And that means that I get to,
it's just the one machine, which I want to wipe down. I want to take the thing of wipes with us, so I can give it to her.
oh, I thought that we weren't gonna bring any machine at all.
No, it's gonna give, she wants the microwave.
Oh, okay.
It's the larger machine that there's miscommunication about, and I'm not going to get clarification on it.
Take advantage of Lowe's Black Friday.
Need someone to tell me
Full of savings.
momentarily.
The season twice as nice.
And yes, the reason why she said yes to the microwave, and
Buy on
mom was already going to purchase one for her.
Hmm.
So, she doesn't have to purchase it. That's all. And that'll be a quick bring it upstairs, plug it in for her.
Descriptions brought to you by Guarantee.
And since we're already there, they're gonna give me some food items for next Saturday.
Calderwood got
For
married.
those less to carry. I mean, they'll be in the car anyway, but take advantage since we're all gonna be there.
Get a massive victory. Supposed to be Alexa Grasso, but ultimately turned it to Tyler Santos. And if she wins this, she's right back where she wants to be.
She will take any and all challengers. The one this afternoon is a formidable one in the form of 18-1 Brazilian and 10th ranked Tyler Santos, who rides a 3-fight win streak into this one. Fresh off of victories over Roxanne Modafferi, Jillian Robertson, and Molly McCann. So not just winning, but doing so impressively against some other well thought of contenders in this flyweight division. Let's get you the tail of the tape for a ranked matchup between top 10 contenders at 125 pounds. 7 years older is Scotland's Joanne Wood. Both fighters 5 feet 6 inches tall. Edge and reach of 2.5 inches. Lies with Tyler Santos. For the official introductions, once again, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding professional record, 18 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 6 inches.
She's almost a 4-1 favorite. Goodness gracious.
Fighting out of
Is that a starfish that is on her head?
still presenting the number
You braided it in the shape of a
Mhm.
car.
in the world, Talia Santos. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding professional record, 15 wins, 6 losses. She stands.
So is she gonna get her ass whooped with a shorter last name? Cool.
56 pounds. Fighting out of Glasgow, Scotland.
So I guess she married some guy last name Wood,
Mhm.
and then she went from Calderwood to Wood.
Yeah.
Whoa! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Joseph.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Be the referee in charge. Ariana is with us.
Anything that sounds ridiculous, anywhere near close to the word blood, she gets excited.
Coming between Ketlin Vieira and Vieira. 10 versus 5 right now. But you're looking at Tyler Santos, who is the 10th ranked and biggest favorite on the main card. This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Santos minus 370 is in the black. Wow. Dog in blue is plus 290. Joanne Wood.
370?
Big number.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that big a number. Especially seeing that she came in late notice.
18-1, only lost by split decision.
You got one fighter fighting not to lose, and the other one is fighting to take the head off. Yeah,
Wood has dealt with
definitely going to take that.
Wood at one point was matched up with Valentina Shevchenko for a title fight before the champion got injured and was unable to make it. And a lot of people ask her how much she wants it back, that title shot. She says she has surrendered to know that it's going to come when it comes. Go a long way. She can get back in the win column today with a big one.
But you got to think, right? The Lauren Murphy fight put Lauren into the title fight.
Yep.
I mean, right on the gun.
That was in June. It was Wood's last appearance in the octagon.
This is what we've seen from Santos, all right, Vince? When she needs to stand, she stands behind this beautiful Muay Thai. When she needs to grapple, she can grapple. But playing with Joanne Wood in the stand-up would seem to be the most dangerous approach for Tyler Santos.
Yeah, that's certainly where JoJo wants it to be.
Santos is starting to come slow. Oh, nice right hand from Santos. Uh-oh. She's starting to find that range. Now she wants to grapple. You're starting to find your range in the striking, and then you initiate the grappling. That's so dumb. We see so many fighters of both genders do that. It's so dumb.
This is one thing that JoJo does really well. She keeps poking at you. Front kick to the belly, front kick to the knee. Just constantly keeps you at distance. Right now, she's done a good job here.
Cheek is nice and pink.
She hasn't been able to gauge
That's the makeup.
to this point.
Is it? Because it looks like she got a left
That was a
hook
joke.
there.
That was true.
It's a pink.
Voice you're here. Let's be first. That's John Wood.
Oh, so I guess she married her coach.
Let's listen to the corner of John Wood, the husband of Joanne Wood.
2, 3, there you go. Pop 2 and leave. Good. Be first, show. Hands up. Hands up. Doing great, babe. Take the cage. Split that jab.
Could you imagine that being a job? Your wife's in there fighting, and you're trying to stay calm.
Split over. 3. Good. Follow up, though. Forward, please. There you go.
Oh, Santos fucking dropped her like a sack of potatoes. With a straight right.
Closer with that right hand. And that time JoJo tried to back up and escape.
Yeah, these are hard shots right here.
Tie clinch now. And they separate. Big early moment for the Brazilian.
Great recovery by JoJo Wood.
So that's a round win for Santos, obviously, because she got the knockdown. Oh my God. And there's the end of the fight right there. Yeah, she is really fishing for that choke. She could just knock her out.
And back up, knock her out.
And she got a neck crank. It's a neck crank.
Not under the chin.
Still. Now it's time to say good night. that would have been a 10-8.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
In the top 10, Brazil's Tyler Santos is 19-1.
Mitzi.
She's a problem.
The real deal. That was exactly what Tyler Santos needed. Because for as impressive as she has been,
Look at the power. Look, one shot, boom, hold that. And you don't see women dropping women like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good job recovering. Santos throws
Bonk.
it again. Then the left hook gets her.
Boom.
Drops her again. And then right here, you see Santos working both sides.
And look how our arm just kind of slides down. Boom, done.
Chokes her out. Gets the finish. Look at here. Once she switches sides, 50, look at that. Watch the hand behind the head of Wood. The right hand. She can't go attack.
I've seen divorces happen for less.
Has to tap with only 15 seconds left in the first round.
Just seconds to go in that first round.
That is
just her third win by submission.
that's not the way to get a marriage started.
Then this one in Las Vegas.
It's too late to get back the maiden name.
Yeah, I needed my calendar back.
Can we compare stats of one last name to the other?
What do you think about this phenomena of female fighters dating, engaging, marrying their coaches? What do you think about that?
You're fine too.
So are we doing this or what?
I think it's interesting. I think that, you know, a couple that fights together stays together. I know that's really corny, but
no, I get what you're trying to say, though.
If that's something that you enjoy doing together and you have a really great relationship, both romantically and professionally, why not? I don't see an issue with it.
Oh, well, I see it from a different angle. Where you could look at it as a benefit or you can look at it as a detriment. And that is, the majority of women want to be led. No matter what society is telling women, she's going to naturally be attracted to men in leadership / teaching roles. So in some ways, you're seeing nature play out as intended. But then on the other side of it, you see a lot of guys taking advantage of that position as a leader or as a teacher.
Are there coaches that you're aware of that's taking advantage of this?
Well, it's been more of like an open secret throughout a lot of gyms, at the professional level. But then I worry about what's going on at the amateur or the lower professional ranks. Because the thing is that men, again, sexual access is very difficult for men, and if you see a shortcut, you're going to take it. So I wonder if there are some bad situations like Misha Tate. She was complaining about some of the things that were going on in her camp, and she was involved with her coach.
It all started with
There's a lot of allegations of abuse and stuff like that. Don't know how true those allegations are or would be. But I wonder, if there are some guys out there that they present themselves as coaches, and then but they're really just angling to try to get as much sexually out of the deal. So it can go either way. I mean, you're starting to see a lot of these guys coaching their wives. I think Michelle Waterson is one of those. Obviously the champion at 115.
Bruce.
Yeah, she's one of those.
Thank you. I have somebody in mind. I have people in mind that I want to fight, but I don't want
to
right now.
Amanda Nunes, her wife sucks at professional fighting, but
Gentlemen, give it up for Tyler.
She's her coach. Or Nunes.
Yeah, I think she does.
Yeah.
To some degree.
I mean, I don't know of or I'm not as aware of the negatives, which is why I asked you the question.
Yeah.
I asked. But just looking at it from face value of someone.
I mean, Aspen Ladd, remember, her coach was barking on her. That's her significant other too.
Mhm.
I didn't have a problem with her being barked on because she looked fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things about it is that really drew such a negative reaction from me is that she is a supreme talent. If she was just one of, she was just a run of the mill,
Mhm.
then I'd be like, well, that's most of the women in the UFC anyway,
Yeah.
But, the expectation for her, she just looked like she never fought before.
Mhm.
And knowing the skill level that she's at, that's just ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
The guy has tremendous striking.
Corey, Jimmy Dean, this is our temporary setup as we
Yeah, you'll see
finish completing.
when I finish completing.
When I say we, what I mean is
Yeah, I gotta say it now.
when he finishes setting it up. Almost there though. Almost there. I keep saying we. He weren't able to do it by the time this started because of other things we have to do. But how are you?
But this is not the same guy. Even the way he walks around, he carries himself with a different swagger. I know Dustin's not looking past him, and nobody that ever stands across
I'm gonna go grab that protein shake now.
I
I think I'm just gonna roll off this bed.
could probably use one of my goddamn self.
I can make it.
Just to let y'all know, there is no UFC event next weekend. So there will be no watch party next weekend, but look out for us, doing the podcast. And by us, I mean, hopefully Catholic Paul, goes up again.
Longer contender. He wants to be more than that. And he knows a win tonight is vital to getting back on track to achieve those championship goals. Against him is Sean Brady, 14th ranked, 14-0. He has been nothing but dominant so far in the UFC, but he certainly has not been tested like he will be tonight. Despite all that, he enters the betting favorite, looks at
Oh man.
That's crazy. Justin, glad you made it. Not just some awful. No, still nice. Thanks. It was all Kelsey. Want to see my koi pond?
No, I'm good. You know, on lines.
Oh yeah, sporty. We should do this more often. How's next Saturday? Perfect.
Should be a fight.
Can't see the TV.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini major's gonna march your way right.
I'm sorry, can we stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting some more. Oh shit, you're camping. I think that's something that would yeah, she's running back here to come talk to you about your camping. Pass my thoughts on to the cap. Positive vibes coming his way. Yes, sir.
Allergic reactions can occur.
I gotta make sure. I'm gonna make sure.
Oh yeah, you don't need awkwardly crawling in the background of that. Animated.
You wouldn't share your burger with not this burger. The burgers you make at your house. Yeah, we can share that. I want a problem. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
What if I'm hungry?
Absolutely.
So is this like RV camping or tent camping? You know, the type of.
Today, it's promo code Octagon when you sign up. Of the UFC.
I'm sorry.
Not much was known.
I'm sorry. No Baby Yoda yet. Next time. We have nowhere to put him. You know where the giant Baby Yoda is? You know where it is? Can you bring it if you find it? Hold on. I'm going to try to get Baby Yoda in here. We're so behind today. We only started streaming during the main card. We didn't even stream the prelims. This is an off day. For good reasons. But it's an off day. Oh, Baby Yoda. Yes. Hold on, Baby Yoda's coming. I think they may have seen your arm. Thank you. And the banner covers Baby Yoda.
I know I bring a lot of sugar, and I know I make guys very uncomfortable.
You can see Baby Yoda's forehead. Does that help?
Yeah, we're gonna get shit together eventually. Yo, those tattoos are crazy.
He is one of the best prospects in the weight class for sure. He doesn't have any.
I can't get Baby Yoda any higher.
He's got aggression. He's training, super disciplined, great cardio, and on top of
I like primitive camping with the tent and all.
Nah, I think deep down in her soul, she's a glamper.
No. Well,
no,
okay.
wait, that's me.
Then no, that's you. He's the glamper. I have no problem sleeping in a tent. Okay, so when I did go camping, it wasn't 100% permissive. Because I went with my dad, and it was when I was in junior high. And it was
basically just a dirt spot with a fire pit.
Yeah, and we.
Oh wow, he's definitely doing his Neanderthal thing.
Yes.
All right, do you?
But if you had to use the bathroom, there was a bathroom house because where we went camping, it was like a big camping ground, and you can rent out a spot and do your camping. But it was a shared bathhouse to pee and shower for everyone that was there. Oh, nice.
Skills match up very good against Sean Brady. Yeah,
that sounds like fun. I would love to do that.
He hasn't been in the fights I've been in.
The closest I get to anything like that, or hiking, is when I do my racing. Although this was in Citi Field at a stadium, but I've done some in Pennsylvania and Vernon, New Jersey.
It's the young pup versus the old wolf. And this old wolf still got a lot.
Oh, nice. I don't think I would refuse to use it. If I had access to the electricity, I would use it. If I didn't have access, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll manage without it. But if it's there, I'm gonna use the electricity.
His ankle was really sore. By Saturday, he decided not to run.
But I really want to go hiking or just go to a spot really late at night after we get some really good binoculars so that we could do stargazing.
They said
we did see a little bit of the lunar eclipse the other night, which was nice. I'd actually forgotten it was happening if we happened to be out late at night.
He has made a full recovery and now has motivation.
When I went with my dad, it was in Connecticut, but I don't remember where. I would have to ask him. Where did we go? But it was something we did as a family every summer, every 4th of July, because then they would have the fireworks. There was like a big lake, and the camping ground was around the lake. So they had this mini beach on the lake. You could also go canoeing and hiking. It was a lot of fun. And I remember the spiders being big as fuck. Like, it sort of looked like daddy long legs, but they weren't really daddy long legs. Like,
they're really more like daddy short legs.
No, they had long ass legs, and the body was like this little, like it almost looked like a marble, and then the legs were freaking huge. Maybe it wasn't that big. It's just, you know, me in junior high, they looked huge.
For as good as a grappler as Michael Chiesa,
Oh, very nice.
he thinks that it's only offensive. He thinks when you
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do camping again.
grappling defensively, he isn't as effective. That's why you see him get
Extra 50 pounds at all times. Just make sure you're not hiking too long with that stuff because it can't fuck with your joints, the health of your joints long term.
You'd think for a guy who's 14-0, unbeaten so far in the UFC at 4-0, that he'd be a lifelong practitioner, but really he was a late teenager. His self-esteem.
Look at them fucking tattoos, yo.
Is it the one up to the back of his head?
Is it does he have the best ink of at least the men?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think anybody comes close to. I mean, on his chest, it's a little off, but.
Want to see my koi pond? Yeah, I'm good.
That's all you see.
That's all I see. Want to see my koi pond? Nah, I'm good.
Yep, co-main event is upon us.
You see, the fight was going well for him early. He said he rushed to try to make a move.
I think you're short on lines. Nah, you're good.
It was a mistake that cost him dearly, and he did not want to.
Who's the next one?
It's gonna be a great fight. You can see the TV.
She knows this commercial very well.
Marketing done right. If I'm fucking reciting it, marketing done right.
He showed submissional position, and it ultimately cost him against Vicente Luque. So look, man, Michael Chiesa is a really good fighter. I asked Michael about the hiccups that he had.
What's that?
That is a nice tiger tattoo that he's got though.
And you just can't get
It looks kind of new, doesn't it?
No, I think he's had that tiger. That looks
No,
familiar.
it looks like a cover up. It looks like a cover up.
We'll have to look it up for that.
Yeah, I think that one's relatively new.
Or maybe he recently got it.
I think he's covering up. I think he's covering up as a cover up. But I like it.
I think I should research all the different types of daddy long legs. The only ones that I'm used to are the ones we see here in New York. We don't see them very often. But the ones in Connecticut were so much larger. And again, I was in middle school, so maybe they weren't that big. And I'm just remembering them being the size of my hand, but they weren't. I'm exaggerating. It's just what I remembered or how I remembered it. But yeah, how many daddy long legs are there? Different species of daddy long legs. And I don't remember when they roll up into the ball, but I remember sometimes seeing if someone accidentally stepped on one or if it got caught on a door and one of the legs would fall off and then they're just walking around with one less leg. Poor thing.
Yes, is 5 years older than the fighter from Philadelphia. 3 inches taller at 6 feet 1 inches tall. Also has a sizable edge and reach of 3.5 inches.
And turn into a nightmare ball of legs. I don't remember that. I think my phone is in the other room. I'm going to look up daddy long legs later.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the of the evening. This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist, holding a perfect professional record, 14 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Philadelphia.
Of course, we're talking about bugs, blame that. You know I like bugs. Don't judge me.
And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Martial artist, holding professional record, 18 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Spokane Valley, Washington. Presenting the Ultimate Fighter Season 15 winner and the number 6
And koi pond owner.
contender in the world, Michael After the win, a referee in charge.
Difference in demeanors between these two fighters. You have Sean.
Okay, so, but they don't count. They can burn and die. Same with the really giant ones. Burn and die. All of the bugs I'm cool with.
I'm really looking forward to this matchup right here.
Just so you know what we're talking about. Anyone else? For bugs and other bugs, which just can die. Burn in hell. Spiders, no, I like them. Oh, TV.
155 pounds. He's a big welter. He's tall, long. And right here, you see him trying to keep. He had range.
No, they don't. They don't have
Poked him in the eye. Damn, Chiesa. Damn.
Well, you just said he always owned it, right? He owns his mistakes. That was a mistake. It's one of his best attributes, in my opinion. Brady will get the time to clear the vision.
Come on, Chiesa, you know better than that.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Isn't it crazy? Him reacting to a knife poke when he has all those tattoos.
Yeah, that's the only.
Which is better, mice or rats? Neither. The fuck?
Yeah, he's really
It's
after the action here, opposite stances. Yes, to the southpaw. And even in the Luke K fight, fuck yes, immediately go to the wrestling grappling. But I think he looked best in the Magny fight with his striking because it was the most.
I'm okay not tasting them. Going back.
Sean Brady, because Sean is so.
I don't need to taste mice or rats. No, thank you.
Poked him in the eye again? Come on, man.
So an unfortunate start to this co-main event. Not how you want to lead things off. Oh, you see,
Yeah.
Oh, it got him in the left eye, I believe.
It actually looked like it not look like the right eye to you. Well, looked like it came down on his face on the right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take another look at that.
I think what happened in Brady's hand with his punch opens the left hand of Chiesa.
Caught the inside of glove, but it didn't. Yeah, it looked like
It's the right side. He had two fingers on the.
Yep. Yeah, one finger on one side, another finger on the other side.
Come on, man.
But
He's got blood in his eye? Or is that underneath his eye?
I think underneath his eye.
Open Chiesa's hand to do that.
Yeah, he might have scratched him coming down. I don't know if
Yeah.
that was there already.
No, it was not there.
Be responsible with that weapon. So
I was just surprised he didn't take a point here.
Nah. The thing is, Chiesa's also got a good reputation too in the cage. So
Consistency. Let's figure out
the next one, he's definitely taking a punch,
Yeah.
no matter what. If Brady runs his hands through his open fist, he's getting that point taken.
But if you look at
you official alongside.
But if you look at the two hands, Brady's left right? Brady's got the hand that's open.
Exactly.
Yes, it looks like he's got his to a fist. Sean has that more relaxed feel to his striking.
It looks like the way that Chiesa is approaching this stand-up battle, he's afraid of Brady's power. And that's the way it looks.
Body kick. And it opens the door for Brady to catch the leg. And first bit of grappling as we accept.
And he puts Chiesa on the ground. That is
with ease.
You don't see that against Chiesa like that. He's got great technique too. He's got his back.
To get Chiesa down to the ground.
Chiesa right back.
And Chiesa is the grappling guy.
Oh my goodness, these guys are having a conversation.
PC is funny as hell.
Yesterday said I thought you'd be taller. What's that?
I didn't enjoy that all that.
You don't like that, huh?
Oh, he tried with that elbow, didn't he? The battle of the epic tattoos, and he puts him on the ground again. Where's that blood coming from? I think it's coming from Brady.
Did he catch him with an elbow?
No, he missed.
There's a lot of blood.
Is it his nose that's busted open? Because I mean, he had a tiny cut on his cheek, but it's not one that would produce that much blood.
It's the nose.
Oh, the mouth? It's the nose.
Yeah.
And the nose is
Ooh.
Brady, as you can see. Nonetheless, he's got it in his office here with 90 to go in the first round. But even
Yeah, this is a round win for Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Straight left cross from Chiesa. Busted the nose of Brady.
But even the blood is good when you're defensively grappling, right? Anything that makes things slip, you want. It's gross, but it actually helps it down submission.
Chiesa escapes.
Now, here's an issue for Brady. Brady's got blood in his nose, which means oxygen is not passing in. So he may have to open his mouth to breathe. Nice left hand from Chiesa. Chiesa is not really known for striking like that, so to see this crisp technique in his punches, it's nice to see.
Mm.
Little right hook.
Straight left cross is what Chiesa is trying to find a home for.
And he drags his foot on the canvas. It sounds like he's zippering his zipper.
Kicks would be a thing, but Brady took the first one, caught it, and that's what led to the grappling exchanges. So perhaps Chiesa will avoid that attack going forward. Final seconds, round number one. Round two's coming up.
Yeah, Brady definitely got round one.
Nice. You do it over the top, all right?
I wouldn't be surprised if Herb Dean comes over there. Hey,
Take a quick break. Back in 30 seconds after this.
fucking fingers.
Excuse me.
Okay, what message did you hear this time? Safe drivers can save using Snapshot.
What's Snapshot?
What's the commercial was about?
I tune commercials out.
Yeah, me too. They're always like, wow, wow, wow. Tell me about it. I'm going to a silent retreat next weekend.
My niece got kicked out of those.
For talking?
Grave larceny.
How about we get back to the savings?
Yeah.
I would like to. Okay.
His demeanor is like, yo, I'm just here to get paid.
Massachusetts rising star Rob Funk faces first ballot future Hall of Famer Jose Aldo. Plus, an electric battle between Brad Riddell and Rafael Fiziev as the co-headliner. December 4th, it's a UFC Fight Night at 10 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus.
Warner Chiesa thought that Brady would start to slow down. He won't feel as strong. He want to really press the action. Make Brady work. We have seen Mike have a lot of success with that.
What?
After that big first.
It's awesome.
Oh, thermal camera. Oh, it was you're gonna create you're gonna create the 8th Blair Witch Project.
And then at the end of it, someone just has to like stand at the corner and just stare at the corner.
Nice
That'll be the end of
combo
it.
from Chiesa.
See anything interesting out there?
Brady's not throwing often enough.
Raccoon, bear, Michael Myers. I see him.
For Chiesa, when it's grappler versus grappler, you got to think you might want to keep it here at range, DC.
Yes,
What kind of phone do you have?
success.
I want a thermal camera.
Nobody's landing.
I would just use it at random places.
With the busted up
That would kind of be creepy.
and he's not
Still use it.
Oh wow.
Both appearing to land.
Yeah.
It sounds super awesome. I
Oh,
want to see it.
Chiesa is looking good with that jab. And Brady's pawing at that nose.
Concoy Pond.
Yes, do that left hand was intent. Go right hook, left hand. Left cross follows him with a right hook. The right hook landed on the temple of Brady.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Takedown attempts.
Smarter Brady getting to the body lock here.
What? That's hilarious.
4-step behind.
Wait, but how does the frosty machine look with the thermal? Is it really that cool? It's weird.
He said that they work on this.
But it does sound cool.
Nice defense so far for Chiesa as he works.
Just imagine the person who sees you doing that and they're like, "What are you doing, dude?" Nah, just playing with my thermal camera with this frosty machine. Normal shit. Nothing weird about it at all.
Now reverses position with a couple of knees to the body.
Chiesa does a good job of securing going takedowns here by just he steps around and he drags guys to the ground and he's so heavy with his top control. But now
Is that a takedown?
Did he get a ticket down or did he?
Oh yeah. No, he didn't pull
Down
guard.
himself.
No, he didn't pull guard.
On the bottom floor.
He's wearing him like a backpack.
he's got to try to set Michael Chiesa back into his lap.
Yep, you got a broken nose for Sean Brady.
Oh, is it all like smushed to the side?
It's off to the side. Just the way you like it, weirdo.
You know, you look into the corner of the octagon here.
And then if this guy's
It's
head
it's definitely off to the right a little bit.
A bit of a gap, and you would see athletes get their foot in there to defend takedowns and fight. The UFC has corrected that. Look here, they have now lifted the bottom of the octagon, so there is no gap anymore between the fence and the mat. So now you see people much more comfortable getting more success against the side of the octagon on their takedowns and in the grappling.
How goes the fights? Well, we're only doing the main card today. Like I said, we've had some problems with our setup, but
fights have been okay.
You know, so one of the fights was really good, but most of the fights have been kind of ho hum.
Yeah.
Chiesa's UFC career, which spans 16 fights. This is 17.
Hopefully the next one will be spectacular.
That's what he's dealing with.
And then you guys will see more than just our ceiling.
Brady's doing a really good job of chaining his takedowns together.
But
he gets to the legs of
it's okay. I'm glad that this is ending early because if this was one of those going until midnight,
We're already tapped out by now.
Yeah, I would have been like, fuck this. I'm bored. Have a good night. But it ends early, so it's good.
Doesn't want to take the chance. I'll be down 2 rounds to none heading into the final 5. More ground control for Brady.
Yo, how you gonna act like you coaching the guy and you losing?
No, thank you. I'm not doing that blind bat.
Well, the good news is legally I can start a fight like that and slap somebody, and then I can shoot them to death and get away with it.
They're carefully crafted and quality tested in an actual lab right here in the USA. That's where Zao Nutrition comes in. With high quality supplements that give you energy, help you focus, and make life a little more sad. Oof, I love this episode.
Get Zao Nutrition's high quality clean ingredient supplements at your local Walmart.
I just let it go for 5 minutes.
You got this.
Hey, Mike, he's tired. You got to push it.
Welcome back. Ready for the third and final round between Michael Chiesa, Sean Brady, Dean Thomas. Your thoughts heading into the final?
Fellas, I think those eye pokes did more damage to Chiesa than actually Brady.
Yeah.
His strategy, he is on his feet. Because he was using that lead hand to try to control the lead hand of Brady. But now that he has to make a fist, he can't control that lead hand of Brady. So now he's more hesitant on the feet. And I think that's done a lot of damage to him in terms of his execution on the striking.
Interesting thought.
That the Thomas, he's the smart. Nobody else.
I also don't like the fact that Chiesa keeps pointing his fingers at his opponent.
Mhm.
And Chiesa's better than that. He's a There's a reason why he's an analyst.
Mhm.
Because he's really good and he really understands these things. To see him after 2 eye pokes in the 3rd round, he's still pointing his fingers out towards the eye of the opponent. I really don't like that. And you are right about that, because certain people of a certain color can kill people and get away with it, but I'm not that skin color, so. Chiesa is putting it together a little bit.
Let him go and keep going.
Oh, it looked like he kneed him in the dick. Oh, Sean Brady is in trouble.
You love to see it. You love to see it after to the defensive command.
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Brady got to the double.
Now Brady is going to try to recover here. He's starting to get lumped up a little bit.
Straight in the deep waters right now, but his strength is still giving Chiesa some trouble along the fence.
Well, he's not willing to not wrestle.
That's a takedown. And he's right on his back. Trying to get. Chiesa is better than this.
With 3 minutes to go, hooks in for the Philadelphia.
I don't understand. Chiesa's making some stupid mistakes. No, I'm not sorry. I'm also not Caucasian, and I'm not a right winger. He's trying to flatten him out. And you see, Chiesa's got great grappling skills. You see his defense here, right? He knows what to do. He's fighting the hands, blah blah blah. But to get in this position in the first place, come on, Chiesa, you're better than this.
Coming up on 2 minutes.
And you were lumping this guy up. He was lumping him up.
Just a huge moment in the fight.
Yeah, another disappointing one.
So they just really knew what kind of a challenge it would be with short time now to not only reverse position, but mount enough offense to try to emerge with a victory. Now Brady has that body triangle locked up once again, and nearly 5 minutes of ground control time.
We have seen this on multiple occasions tonight, where the top guy got to a body triangle, and because it isn't addressed immediately, they just control the fight.
Oh, and his nose is just getting smushed. That broken nose.
Your opponent can just keep advancing.
I mean, we've seen worse though. Mike Perry, remember? His nose was like
I don't want
in
to
like
remember.
45 pieces on his in the middle of his face.
5 takedowns for Sean Brady.
Actually, his nose kind of looked like the route that we need to take to finish off what we got to do tonight.
Yes, let's live it up. Let's go. To being the very tough contender on the rise that many certainly within his gym and his team and the North.
I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a split decision.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
His biggest UFC victory, biggest career victory, no question. There it is.
I mean, as much
Because
as I
of
like
control
Chiesa,
time, I think he lost. Yeah, I think he lost.
So,
But the thing is, he's done a lot of damage to Brady here in the 3rd round, and in the 2nd round, you can kind of make the case that Chiesa could have won round 2. Is what I'm saying. And he gets a takedown on Brady here.
all right. Well, if he ends on top, then I can see more of a
toss up.
However,
Our
I
great
think
case shows
that
that you can be Caucasian and also a murderer. I ain't looking for a fight tonight. Maybe another night. That's for buying back.
Close fight to the end between Michael Chiesa. And it looks like Maverick knows the time just ran out on him.
And you can't ask for anything more from your fighter.
All right. So next time, let's not poke our opponent in the eye twice, and maybe we'll have a little more fire.
Is going to carry him to the win in this fight.
Well, Chiesa's going to want 2 more rounds, but that opportunity not here in this co-main event. We go the distance. Chiesa, Brady, official decision next.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini major is going to march your way right.
I'm sorry, can we stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
It's over.
Someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
Introducing new targeted benefits from Central, designed to help you remember why you came downstairs. Be the best treat you can be and handle client calls and school calls at the same time. Whatever life brings, now there's a Central for that.
That was weird.
Make your holiday dreams come true at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
After tonight's main event,
Babe, they're about to announce.
all the show examining Tate's career and comeback. Strike Force to a second contention. Nation 2.0 is streaming now on UFC Fight Pass. All right, and now for the official decision, brought to you by the United States Marine Corps for this co-main event. We send it back inside the octagon to Bruce Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the
Unanimous.
28 for the win.
Probably Brady.
And still undefeated.
Yeah.
Chiesa definitely won round 3.
Mm.
Definitely. There's so much damage that he did to Brady in that 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
He was starting to really lump him up.
Exhausted. How good does it feel to secure the biggest victory of your career?
Man, all week I was saying how much pressure wasn't given to me.
It's at least the second lower rank guy winning. Lower rank fighter winning tonight.
No, but he's not lower ranked because he's not as good. He's just lower ranked because he's got a lot less fights and he's working his way up.
Yeah.
He was the favorite. He was a slight favorite in this matchup over Chiesa.
But the reason why I make that distinction is because in the other fight there was a huge gap in rank.
Mhm.
It wasn't like a 10 versus a 12.
Yeah.
A 5 versus a 14.
But the thing is, Chiesa is a contender who's on his way down. This is his 2nd straight loss.
Mm.
How good of a wrestling grapple Michael Chiesa is?
Man, I grapple with the highest level wrestlers, and they always ask my coach, "What college did that kid wrestle at?" I never wrestled a day in my life. This is just what I do, and I'm the best at it.
In a fight like this, a young fighter.
Don't smash your nose.
Michael Chiesa for 15 minutes.
I knew he was going to be super tough. I knew it was.
I wouldn't. I think that for the Arbery case, I think
I'm tired, so I'm happy with my performance.
there's something that
When you're under.
I would not be surprised if they walk on those charges too.
What would Sean Brady?
I wouldn't be surprised if those guys.
I want one of these main events. Everybody can
No.
win. I want to prove I can go 5 rounds with a top 10 or a top 5 guy. I mean, it's about to be the new year. We can go back to Philly, go to the Wells Fargo Center. Me, the Dawkins brothers, Andre Petrosky, Pat Sabatini, all the New Jersey guys. We'll pack that place.
You know what, man? That was a fantastic
I wouldn't mind seeing him fight 5 rounds.
Michael Chiesa.
Is this guy grappling with a fucking lion? Is
Yeah.
that what the fuck that is?
Yep.
Names out there, they can say my name. I didn't say anybody, but we were there. I'm not that guy. Give me a main event. That's it.
Oh man, what a great performance. What a fantastic fight. Yes. I'm not with the microphone.
I was just gonna say what you think.
That was a great fight, my man. Congratulations on another big victory. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for
Sean Brady.
Sean Brady.
Come on, TC. Sean Brady with an impressive showing tonight. DC trying to put his promotional hat on, trying to get him to call somebody out in the top 10. Well, perhaps he's a future opponent of this man, Kamaru Usman, impressive in his recent victory at Madison Square Garden.
Usman knocks him out, though.
This close to Charles Barkley. Can't wait to get a picture coming up later tonight. Aljamain Sterling, the UFC Bantamweight champions in the building.
Just messing around. I'm just messing around. I knew you would look at me like that scared.
Hey, I'm here to save you, champ.
Thank you.
I'm here to save you, champ. All right, UFC 269 is here to put the finishing touches on a great year on paper.
Yeah, I'm not convinced of that, Jimmy Dean. I think that there's like a 55% chance that they walk on those charges, just slightly better than even.
At the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, only available on ESPN Plus. What a make part, and check out these late prelims.
And the only reason why I'm, less, 45% on the other side is because the case is so compelling. But then in the Rittenhouse case, he's in illegal possession of a weapon, goes into another state, antagonizes a bunch of people, starts, some bullshit, shoots some people, and he's guilty of nothing. He is not guilty of being in possession of a dangerous weapon. Well, was it legal for him to have it? No. Okay. Was the weapon dangerous? It ended 2 lives, right? Blew the arm off of another guy. Do you think that's dangerous?
No, it's just a scratch.
So the Rittenhouse is very obviously guilty if you're just looking at it from just an objective. If you don't have any emotion, if you look at it, he's guilty of a reckless homicide times 2. But we live in a world where the judge can be all chummy with the defense, and the judge can be one of the defense attorneys, and showing the kid stuff on his phone during the trial, and you get to do all that. The judge is treating him like he's one of his sons, and clear as day stuff. But I don't. I never for a second thought that they would find him guilty on any charges, because that's not the way our country is set up. Our country is not set up to make people that look like him pay for the crimes they commit.
But the fuse has been lit, and Tate's return story.
If you want a guilty verdict, put black skin on him. Then you'll get your guilty verdict. He'll be guilty on all charges. But in the Arbery case, I fully expect. Not fully expect, but I mostly expect that the guys that murdered him are going to see not guilty from the jury.
I know what it feels like to be a world champion. I want that more than anything.
Oh, this might be it. This is going to be the end.
I truly felt like I was coming home. This is what I was meant to do. This was my calling. This is my destiny, my purpose in life.
So fuck people up.
Tate 2.0 is not one fight. It's not 2 fights. This is a journey to the title. That's right.
Yeah, I don't watch mainstream media, so I don't watch mainstream media.
Eu sou motivada a grande desafio e ela é um grande desafio. Mas o que me torna mais perigosa que ela é minha fome de vencer, é minha fome de chegar onde ela já chegou. Ela já alcançou o topo, já foi campeã, eu ainda não. Então eu tô faminta por isso me torna muito perigosa.
She is one of the brightest prospects in this division. Vieira uses her physical side to just beautiful.
I hope that you're right about Arbery, but the thing is that as a black man in the United States, I don't expect justice. The legal system is going to do what the legal system does.
Eu nasci para isso.
Vai ser uma grande guerra. I'm gonna put the pressure on her. I'm gonna look damaged. I'm gonna look to get the submission.
But you know,
I want to get it finished because I want to
the people that killed Arbery, they're white and they're conservative. So I do believe that they are going to get away with murder.
We're gonna get that gold again.
And if they don't, you know, whoop-de-doo. You know, his life is still gone. His life, you know, is over. And no matter what the verdict that comes back, the life cannot be, the life can't, be unextinguished. That life is gone. It's gone.
What a journey it's been for a UFC fan favorite, currently 8th ranked bantamweight, Miesha Cupcake Tate. At one point, never thought of herself as a combat athlete, as a mean person who wanted to beat people up. She fell in love with wrestling.
Not very mean if you're coming out to this song.
She's basic.
Still going strong after quite a long break of more than 4.5 years.
Everything about her is just basic. But she's got elite, talent. But it's just basic. It ain't that year anymore. I wish you weren't jaded, but completely understand why you're right. Yeah, I mean, we black people, we have to live in reality. If the name is not Kyle Rittenhouse and instead is, Jamal Jackson, you're gonna get guilty on every charge.
Tate is still chasing that. Tate wants to be the champ. She fought Baron Renault on her way out last time. This second fight is against a young challenger who wants to get what she had at one point in her career.
They found out the officer that shot Jacob Blake in the back, who had no weapon. He shot Jacob Blake in the back 7 times. There was no wrongdoing there, which is why the protest happened in the first place. We black people, we don't get justice from the legal system. We don't. So excuse me for expecting the same as what reality has shown time and time and time again. I'd be an idiot to say, oh, this time it's going to be different, because it's never different.
Before she decided, what if I do come back? Yeah, and not just come back, but really compete at the top level.
I mean, I watched when the jury verdict was read in the Derek Chauvin trial. Derek Chauvin sat there before they opened their mouth. He sat there with this smug look on his face because he expected to get away with it. And a lot of us expected that he was going to get away with it.
It's because of her name value. Yes. And a win tonight may get her a title opportunity.
So when it came back guilty, like, people were like, wait, what? We didn't expect Derek Chauvin to be found guilty. Dr. Weedeside said, kid wanted my phone. You're a dad first and a filthy casual second.
It's made about the return of Miesha Tate and the star that she is. What an opportunity for Ketlin Vieira, and what a journey her life has taken her on. She was the first woman to join the UFC.
Yeah. I wish that I had your view on that, Jimmy, but I was 55-45 on that too. I thought there was a 55% chance that Chauvin would be found not guilty. He said 50-something to be short. 6 slices. Come on, man. You can't be letting that happen, man. You can't be Come on, Dr. Wiedenstein. Don't let her go down that road. That's not a good road. The road doesn't end good there. 6 slices of pizza. Goodness gracious.
Plain pepperoni, bacon.
And she's 5.
Oi.
She's the one that really has laid claim to her position.
All right. I hope she doesn't have
You
to
better
do that
have her
later.
doing jumping jacks while she's eating the shit. Well, you can only eat it if you can eat it while doing the jumping jacks.
Celery for the whole day tomorrow. Clean out that tummy.
Takedown that I think that she will try to avoid, even though she is fighting a phenomenal wrestler in Michigan State. Big moment for her tonight, especially against the former champion. And with the way the last fight played out, you're right back where you want to be with a win over Michigan State.
February of 2021, earlier this year, when she battled Yana Kunitskaya over the course of 3 rounds. I mean, she is still upset that the decision didn't go her way. And if you look at a lot of the fights we had tonight, you'd be surprised.
Let's just hope the growth spurt is vertical. Vertical. Vertical.
The ground. It's not just about control, it's about offense once you get it down there.
And she said that in the last fight, Yana had a big moment in the 3rd round. And ultimately, that is what got her the victory, even though she had top control and she was forward takedown. But she has to distance herself. You cannot hope that the judges are going to go in your favor because, as you said, many, many times we are watching different fights. I have judged so many fights wrong for the Fitzgerald. I can't fault people doing it at the side of the octagon as a job on.
Final thoughts for Ketlin Vieira. She's taking it out, ready to step in the octagon very carefully.
when you're last to the octagon, you can take it.
Yes.
It's your show.
Mm.
When you walk last, it's your show. You do whatever you want as you go into the octagon. And Ketlin sure did take her time. But now,
and saying this week, I'm motivated.
She's short.
And she's a big challenge. Absolutely. Let's get your tail to tape for this main event between.
I know that. I think my growth spurt was cut short by a gap in my nutrition in my late teenage years. I think I could have been taller.
This evening with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the event of the evening. Selected by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Stephen Klubeck, Executive Director Bob Bennett. Our 3 judges scoring this contest in octagon side are Mike Bell, Dolly Amato, and Junichiro Camacho. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon,
Jason Hurdle.
For those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you all been waiting for.
She is pumpkin spice latte in October. That's who Misha Shape is.
In September.
September, yeah.
I started early.
In the UFC bantamweight division.
You reached your stand goal? I wasn't standing.
A mixed martial artist holding professional record. 19 wins, 7 losses.
Oh, wow. There's no favorite or underdog in this fight.
Just want to see a good fight. I'd like for this to end very entertaining.
Presenting the former Strikeforce bantamweight champion.
He said, I need the chick to win. There's not a mixed gender match.
In the world, and now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 11 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds.
Vegas is like, well, don't know what to pick, don't care.
Number 7 ranked bantamweight contender in the world.
Hopefully she didn't lose all her energy doing that.
Fighters gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Blue. There were no final questions from you, Red. You want to touch gloves? Do it now. I'm ready to fight.
Oh my God, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
Tate saying this week, being a UFC champion is a great memory that I have. Now, once again, it is a
Entertaining fight, please.
third opponent that is either held or
11-second knockoff of please.
Vieira. This one in the form.
How many fucking times you guys gonna touch gloves? What the fuck?
Point flip, odds-wise. 8th ranked Tate is in the blue. Kevin Vieira, 7th ranked in the yellow.
That's one of the things you noticed in Misha when she got back. She's much more comfortable on the feet. But ultimately, it's about getting the fight to the ground. Especially against Ketlin, because Ketlin throws heat.
Oh, Vieira was trying to end the fight right there.
Second time this evening that we've had no problem Andre Pedinaris squaring off with.
Yeah, pretty much. We're in agreement here.
Middle, just a support system.
We are in agreement here.
Washington, her lead corner, Johnny Nunez, her fiance, and team at Extreme Couture in Las Vegas.
Misha's made a lot of changes over the course of the time that she's been back fighting. Like I said, training with Coach Cal, back at Extreme Couture. And just a much better outlook on mixed martial arts in her career. But to this point, she has not been able to figure out Ketlin.
Wow, nice left.
Jab by Vieira.
She was leaving herself open.
1-2 from Tate.
Didn't even look like she made contact with him.
Vieira's long. She's tall. I mean, she pops that jab. It's been landing on Misha. It takes these big jumping actions for Misha to close distance because Vieira's so long.
Right cross from Vieira, sticks, stays out of range.
Look at the space in which they're fighting them. This doesn't benefit Misha, but the problem is if you get too close, Ketlin has super great, like tricky takedown in order to get you to the mat.
Now that touched her.
Combination for Tate, Vieira able to return fire.
That was a nice jab to a hook, off the jab into a right hand by Misha Tate. Then she got a little excited and got countered by Ketlin Vieira.
Yeah, that was a pretty flush shot from Vieira.
Final 2 minutes of round number 1. Neither fighter has changed levels yet. I think it's just a matter of time.
Especially with these two. They both possess such good grappling. But as they say, when you get two grapplers, two wrestlers, a lot of times you end up getting a stand-up battle.
Oh, we didn't have that in the co-main. Oh, big right from Tate. As she moved forward with a combination, and now they clinch along the fence.
Tate into the clinch, has the underhook.
Yeah, slaps against the ear. Yeah, that's not going to be your path to victory.
Ketlin Vieira in on her hips. Nice deal to break there by Misha Tate.
Big right, a combination from Vieira, who has Tate backed up for the moment. Now a reversal in position.
Oh, she'll only get knocked out if her opponent throws more than one punch at a time.
And I think if you're Ketlin Vieira, that's what you got to do. You got to go forward.
But she'll land one and stop. At least that's what I'm seeing so far. There's no follow through.
Uppercut in there. Then a right
Nice takedown. Oh, nope, that's not a takedown.
Tate immediately
See,
escape. She's doing a good job of stuffing the head. By reaching around the backside, she keeps Kettle Vieira's weight going forward.
Good thumb in her ass.
Striking numbers in favor of Tate. Final seconds wind down on this first round.
yep.
When you fuck with big and heavy,
That was
get
good.
it, then that
Just pulled
is
it
like
out.
a
It was a
wedge.
big wedgie.
Why did you?
He said, "Yep."
Tell him to time up in right hand. That was not a good idea. We lost the last round because you're trying to take down. I don't want you to give you any advantages. Stick to boxing. It's just the first round. Focus on your right hand. She's eating. Yeah, you right. Land in the right hand. Let her try to take you down. Keep landing your right hand. Do not pursue the takedown.
I think it was already on point of.
Yeah, right before the cut. And stand up, tighten it up just a little bit. You're open. I like that. You've seen everything. Let's start tightening it up. Right? Start tightening up. I know that uses more energy, but you got the energy to do that. You understand?
Final instructions from Rick Little in the corner. Back-to-back assignments for him after being in Michael Chies's corner. Tiffany Vieira's corner, I think they dropped that first round. Second round, especially because of that late takedown attempt that didn't work out for him.
They were upset with her for not boxing. They think that they can get to Miesha Tate. The right hand has been landed.
Is it me, or do you never see women get poked in the eye?
Yeah, they don't really get poked in the eye.
And heavy shots from Vieira to open round two. After tonight's main event coming up next, don't miss a recap of all the action on the UFC Fight Night post show. Alan Joban, Rashad Evans, Angela Hill, and Karen.
Oh, he tried to decapitate.
We'll join them with exclusive winner interviews. It's only available on ESPN Plus.
There's some kick chances off of her punch for Vieira. Because when she starts to throw, because she's hit Miesha, Miesha has really felt those strikes. She leans back at her waist to try to avoid those strikes. So if Vieira starts to kick off of those punches, she'd be very effective. Sounds like Andre Credit. Oh,
power right from Tate. Finish your thought, DC.
It sounds like Penderas is very.
Yeah, it's one and done for Vieira.
Can't understand it.
Yeah.
Right across.
One punch and running away.
Response to that big combination from Tate. Look at that leg kick.
It's a nice calf kick. Followed up with nothing.
Miesha with the hand. Miesha leads back out of range.
My favorite was when Rousey got knocked out the first time.
Our interpreter saying, Gigi Pernadera saying,
Got put on there. Brazilian chick violently fist bone chick almost died. Wow.
a little bit more on it.
Yes, to more than one punch. This is good. Keep doing that.
Right now, Vieira's countering beautifully.
I think that she's afraid that she doesn't have 25 minutes worth of gas in her tank.
Because right now, when she comes into range, Vieira has been touching her up. She did land a nice right hand early.
Oof.
Good kick got upstairs for Tate. But Tate caught with a big shot. And now these two hands are empty in it. And it's Miesha Tate pressing this action. For a long time, Miesha.
A little more. You also have a second fist to use.
It is the improvement that she has made in her stand-up that allows her to be confident in the face of this type of.
Yes.
1-2 from Tate. Dean Thomas, what do you see?
Is doing very well, but she doesn't realize it, and that's the problem with some fighters. They don't realize that they're doing well, so they stop doing what they were doing. But now she's stopping because she doesn't realize that she's doing so well with it. And that's why she's trying to take down at the end of the first round. Because she doesn't realize how good she's doing on her feet.
She is. I mean, when she throws it, she's composed. She is landed.
She is. But if she had done
Good defense from
more than
Vieira.
one punch at a time, I think this could have been done already. Or very
Yeah,
close to
she's
done.
very plotting, but this is a heavyweight or light heavyweight for the women's division, though.
When Ketlin lands the beautiful leg kick, you think
That was a horrible telegraphed shot from Tate. He pulled that shit from like back here.
Fix it up. Because Nisha changing levels to that takedown, even though it wasn't effective, it does give her an idea that she got more than just the hands and kicks coming at her.
Right cross. Tate and another one.
Yeah, she's looking for that perfect KO shot. And a veteran of, Tate's ilk is not just going to give it to you.
They'll do a third round momentarily. Keep it right here.
But right here, you can see he's trying to enter the 1-2. Ketlin lands a nice jab. Vieira again throws the jab. Misha lands a beautiful right hand. Vieira responds. Front kick to the face by Misha Tate. Nice uppercut there by Ketlin with a left hook that follows. But that, wow, wise. They're very close.
30-second break. Back to round 3 after this.
You must set her up on that line. It was beautiful. This is
Yeah, I just need more. They're just dancing around each other, afraid to throw more than one punch.
Of course, you didn't notice that.
It goes from looking methodical to just
plotting.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. In a very close fight through 10 minutes.
Absolutely. And when you look at the stats, Vieira landed one more strike in round 2, and Misha won the first round in terms of strikes landed. And Coach Pedinaris told Vieira to try to back Misha up, make her fight.
Yeah, she's reacting to Tate.
The octagon and tries to get Vieira going back. Very smart by Misha Tate.
She's bigger and stronger than Tate, but she's fighting scared.
But do you see how Misha's kind of leaning forward with her hands out? That's why Vieira landed that beautiful uppercut left hook. She's throwing those more up the middle opposed to trying to throw the right hand over the top.
Oh, we had an eye poke there, invert from
Take your hands here. Please stand right here for me. Right here.
So Vieira will have time to recover as we take another look.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what was in my head.
She actually did poke her in the eye.
In her approach, Misha's got her hands up as she's trying to engage Ketlin Vieira. And that's how to poke her in.
It looked like she got poked in both eyes, actually. Even though she's only Dabbing at one.
Take a moment.
She dabbing on her haters.
Yes.
We were told that she, I think they said it for her. Side position.
She looked like she's still having trouble opening that eye.
Ready? Resume action. Third round. Tate, a little more urgency sticking out that jab now.
And then you could have followed up with a punch of your own instead of standing there staring at her.
We got three stooged.
Especially with the way the last fight played out, where it's so good, back land by land, and you get the scorecard, you be like, so disappointed. The same type of fight playing out by the person right now. Where you got scorecards all across the board. I got people telling me it's 2-0 Vieira. People are scoring these fights all kinds of ways, and it's partly because Vieira won't really let himself go, as Dean said earlier.
Nice quick cross from Tate before slipping the damage. Goes in for a clinch. It's a right hand from Vieira.
Choose bruises easy for somebody who hasn't really been hit that often.
You just really got to make a stand from these very close rounds. And right now, Misha is the advantage. She's winning, saying that it's very close. And in these super close fights, it's hard for one party to feel so disappointed.
And octagon control is a factor when all else fails. If the strike is so grappling, so close, you have to go to those next levels. Counter combination.
Oh, she hit it twice.
Wow.
That uppercut left hook again.
And once in the armpit.
Because Misha needed. Once you get together, I forget her name. It's the get with Vieira.
Not a great place to get hit though. This is like the first boring card in a while.
That's I'm glad it's an early card.
Because when Misha gets uncomfortable, she goes back to what she knows best. That's wrestling. And Vieira the people takedown. Look at that. That was a great shot by Misha. That was a great trying to take her down. And Vieira was able to still stay.
Misha Tate is so slow. Nice counter jab.
20 seconds away from the fourth round.
Vieira just wants to counter strike.
Tate put her foot on the gas pedal a little bit here.
Because that's what she should do. Especially at the end of these rounds. When they're so close. Now what do you remember about round 3?
No commercials for the remainder of this fight. We'll keep it here between rounds as we head to the main event rounds.
This one. Listen to me, please. Listen to me. She's feeling the punch. She's feeling the right hand. You got to stop moving backwards. You're not listening to me. It's perfect. Listen to me. He's marking her cross. Throwing a cross. She's telegraphing the cross.
Yeah, Vieira just wants to counter.
Do you understand me?
And Tate is moving her head off the center line.
Take her down.
And that's it. That's all she wrote, really.
All right, Dean Thomas. We heard from Didi Perdonaris there. What are your thoughts?
You know, Caitlin may have a bit of hero worship going on here because she's giving Misha too much respect. Every time the person's doing damage, and it's frustrating to watch her.
And the thing is, she really should not have to respect Tate. She's twice her size almost.
I need to put pressure on her, and that's why you see Misha now putting pressure on her.
All right, well, we head to the fourth round.
I think Kevin's winning the fight, but I think we judge her differently because you know how talented she is, and you also know the history. You know that in the last fight, the way that it ended up for her, and the disappointment that she felt when we spoke to her on Wednesday. It was like we should do it like that.
Oh, that was a hard shot from Tate.
Who do you have on the scorecards right now?
I got Tate winning the fight.
Winning, but it's hard to really give her that because she's sitting back so much. But DC's right, maybe we are judging her a bit unfairly, but she's gotta pull the trigger, or else she's gonna lose this fight. She's losing this fight more than Misha is winning.
I agree with that.
That's a right cross there as they exchange.
She did. But then did nothing in response.
And if you're talking about if you're talking about just going to the scorecards, eating it doesn't help you. Eating it hurts you.
At her friend to try to get Misha off of her back.
Tate has the right leg laced for the moment. Now lets it go.
Tate trying to get her back to her mat. Vieira doing really good job. He plays the left side down. Back to the Tate and try to take it back.
Wonder if we had any grappling for somebody who's top 5 among active veterans. Both grappling statistics is Captain Vieira, but they feel their advantage is in the striking department.
They think that's a much more polished, powerful striker. But right now, she is in the clinch. Defended the takedown beautifully, but Misha's got it right where she wants it here. Landing dirty box in tight. It just wanted to work. And when you get to the 4th round and the 5th round, and you look at Ketlin Vieira and you look at Misha Tate, you start to favor Tate because we have seen her come up in big spots, like her title-winning submission of Holly Holm, when she was well behind. So you know that it's in her. So for Ketlin, who hasn't really been here in round 4 or 5, the championship rounds.
When was the last time we had a boring fight card like this?
Yeah. Good again.
On each side. Yes.
She's not listening to her coach.
The body from Tate from the tie clinch. Tate starting to find her range a little bit here in the late stages of the 4th round, and now
Good job. Keep hitting behind the gut. But this is good. Oh, it's so slow.
Tate doing a good job mixing it up.
Like Tate's head, her face has been there for punching the whole time.
Except when she goes into attack, she moves her head off the center line. And I think that Vieira is used to fighting women who are lesser skilled. So when she goes to counter them,
or at the time
you
where
know,
her head
your head's
is very not moving at all, and she's just like, "Oh, look at your forehead."
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna look at it.
she's fearing that, you know, that Tate's gonna do some horrible thing to her instead of just going out there and doing what she wants to do. And she's content to let Tate lead the dance. If she fought the way that she knows how to fight, this fight ends already.
This also seems like very lazy punches. No power. no attempt at power. They're just like right in the ribs. Let me give you a massage.
Almost like she's trying to massage the scorecards with so-called significant strikes.
Fourth fight that will head to the fifth and final round.
I don't know what the score is, and I kind of don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I just would like it to be done.
I am fantasizing about this nap I'm about to take. I'm mad that they stretched this out to 9 o'clock though.
Yeah, like we should have done.
Gotta touch her with the first right. Reset.
I was thinking, oh shit, this event might be done by 8:30. Nice.
Because you got a couple of people in there that don't want to fight.
Missing by an inch. That's right. Just gotta touch her with the right. You got it?
Just got a little swelling.
Mm-hmm.
See the swelling above the left eye of Misha Tate after 20 minutes of hard-fought action here at the UFC Apex.
She looks more like that other.
There's swelling around.
All around everywhere. She looks like that ugly chick that's in Bellator now.
Just fucking fight.
That's like the 9th time they've embraced or touched gloves or something.
Dude. Like I don't mind fighters hugging each other in the 5th round, but normally this happens after the first 4 rounds.
It was like a fucking war.
Was a war, and then they're like, "Shit, we did so great. This is going awesome."
Right now, this is just a war on the fans. That's all this is. Yeah, she's looking cyborg ugly. Are you about to make up for it with an exciting 5th round?
Are you lying to yourself?
3-1 Vieira, some have it 3-1 Tate, others have it 2-2.
I mean, you are throwing hands a little bit more now.
I'll just wait because at the end of it, people are going to be different.
Oh, what a left from Vieira.
Vieira landed again though. Uppercut left. It has easily been best combination of the fight. When she throws,
I mean, whoever ends up winning, this is not
your best.
This is not your best. This is not the type of fight that brings you one step closer to the belt. Just
what it does for Tate, no matter what she does, because everybody's on her fucking jock.
Who's the title holder at this weight class?
This is bantamweight, so that'd be 135. That's Amanda Nunes.
Yeah,
neither one of them has a fucking
candle. No.
A candle shot in Antarctica.
That ain't happening. I wouldn't even want to watch that fight. It would just be done in 2 seconds, or I'd pray for it to be done in 2 seconds.
Talk about knowing that it was time to walk away.
Oh yeah.
There, but right now you can tell she wants to be in there.
She'd murder them before they even got in the cage. They like already be done and tapped out before they even got in there. Oh, look, there's blood, some excitement. There goes a target for you. Punch it.
It's red.
Kick her in the gut. Give me like a T kick, something. Spartan kick. Channel your inner. King Leonidas. I mean, fuck.
Really does damage.
Did Tate rub the blood all over her face?
I honestly believe that if Caitlin Vieira allowed herself to just be free in there and fight her full potential, she has the ability to turn into someone like the Lioness Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, I think she has the tools. She doesn't have the mental makeup.
Yeah, still landing as she looks for the combinations. And how about Caitlin Vieira with a big test on the other?
That was a hard shot from Tate.
This late into the fight, and her first real UFC test that's going into these deep waters.
For sure.
She's to the task.
She has not been here before, right? There's a lot of positives in the Vieira performance. I really just think that her potential is limitless, man. She can do everything in this.
Nice double jab from Vieira.
Yeah, the fight's going a little longer. She has busted up Misha Tate.
That blood could fool the judges, though.
Final minutes.
I'm just waiting for Tate to get knocked out in one of these close exchanges.
There's more excitement in their corners than there is in.
And again, she's taking on one of the absolute best fighters in the division. They're in the 5th round. In a competitive fight. Striking numbers close. Look at the eye. Look at the left eye of Misha Tate.
Look at the man eye.
From the bottom. Yeah, she is. She is
20 seconds to show us something.
Final 10 seconds.
So she's
Nice body
for
kick.
the last 10 seconds. What the fuck?
And look at the damage that she put on Tate.
There's the horn. We go the distance.
Neither one of them should be raising their hands in victory.
That eye is shut close.
I do believe she won the fight. I wouldn't be surprised 3-2. Vieira, but a very good fight, competitive fight.
That was not a very good fight.
When Kendall goes back and watches.
Well, you know,
Kind.
the feminists are gonna, cook him if he doesn't say, "Oh, it was a good fight."
It was not a good fight.
Earlier this year, Misha Tate is
As someone who has a vagina, that was not a good fight.
she's known for.
It was not a great card either.
The official decision coming up next.
We're not going to ask for discounts in 4 months, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on? No. They just an overhead. You know what kind of fish those are? No. Don't be coy.
That was terrible.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can't save you money when you're running home.
But you know what? I'm still gonna get it.
Back live in all respects between our main event combatants, Ketlin Vieira from Brazil, entering the 7th ranked bantamweight contender, former champion Misha Tate, her second fight since returning after more than 4.5 years away.
You know what? I want Tate to win.
I want her to lose.
Because
all that's left is the decision for that.
Vieira needs a loss on her record to get back to the drawing board. Yes.
That's why. I want Vieira to lose because
48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision.
yeah, I did not want that positive reinforcement of
totally agree.
You do nothing. You do one punch at a time, and that means you can win. That's why I wanted her to lose. And that's just fucking carnage.
You know what it is? She spent the entire time worshiping Tate instead of just boxing her head.
Yes.
Biggest win of your UFC career. How does it
You
feel?
know, that's part of the female nature you don't want to see in professional fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But you see it in men sometimes too. Oh, I'm fighting, this legend and Israel Adesanya when he fought the cheater, Anderson Silva.
Mm-hmm.
I give no glory to God first of all, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to fight the best.
This is the most energy and fire now. Where was that in the fight?
There was a lot of energy and fire before the fight.
I'm here to be respected, to be one of the best. I'm here only to fight the best in the world.
When you did a great job landing right hands. Look up here. You can look at some of your work. You couldn't miss with it, but you did see.
No, you missed a lot. What is he talking about? She had like a 35% striking accuracy. You talking about you couldn't miss with it.
And then there's no follow through. One of those she missed because she pulled her punch before it even made contact with her face.
Yeah.
Come on. That was not a great fight. Stop it, Robbie.
Daniel.
No, it was the Twitter.
Oh,
thing.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was responding to the Twitter thing that came on the screen. Anyways, hopefully the next one will be better. Much better.
And that will be 2 weeks from now, y'all. So I'm gonna find other shit to do.
Yep.
So I really was I was just setting up the takedown the whole time. I did not want to be taken down. So I just felt comfortable.
Yeah. This was it was kind of boring. There were a couple of fights that seemed like they were going to be interesting on paper. They weren't. There was a couple of good fights that were entertaining.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna do things.
Things to do.
Things to do.
Look out for hopefully a return to doing regular podcasting with Captain Paul. Hopefully we get that going this week. So until the next time, and you might not see her for a couple of weeks because there's no UFC event next weekend.
Yep.
But we will be here for the event after that. So
actually, I won't be here for that one. That's the December one, right?
Or the one after that.
The one after that. Yeah. I'll be out of town.
You might still be able to do the show there from where you're at, depending on what you're doing at that time.
Well, it's on a Saturday, so I will be with Grandma.
She won't be there for that show.
Sorry. I will see you later in December. I'll probably be in the chat though.